Welcome back. Excuse me. So, we're probably not going to work on this one tonight. I just have it up here as like an intro to the video. Because nobody just wants to see a blank screen. But we'll see what happens. Let me turn this down a bit since I'm probably like blaring your ears off. Alright, so perspective pretty good, colors pretty good, background not too bad, need some detail on the bricks. I'm not sure what we'll do. I was thinking just more character art. I don't know if I should do character art or comics or what. I've got to change it up a bit. Do something a little different tonight. Maybe more Monstercraft. Welcome up. Posting up real quick and then we'll be good to go. I really didn't want to work tonight, but if I stop for too many days, then I'm going to get into the practice of not practicing. That's really bad as an artist, because then you don't progress, you just kind of stay, like, complacent. It's no good. That's no good. So we'll see what happens. See what we come up with. Where's my stylus? Ah, sorry. Close one, new Chan. And I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. Delete. Save as new Chan. Get rid of this huge canvas. Bam. Oh gosh, it's bigger than ever. I just want it to be smaller so I can actually fit. Yes, thank you. Alright, cool. Ah. It's like super cold right now. Get up here, horizon line. Cool. Start with like the basic shape of a head just to get something started. I don't even know what I want to draw tonight. I can draw Pokemons. Do more Pokemons. Looks like he's peeing. It's not what I want at all. I always make their heads like so low. I'm gonna make them taller. Taller heads! Or taller necks, rather. There we go. I have actual human-esque proportions. Instead of just standing in place, I'll have her walking forward. I'm trying to give my characters longer legs because I usually have them like much stubbier, so it's cuter that way. And I'm trying to get into like a little bit different style of art. Practice like, I guess, different design. Yeah, sorry I'm not talking too much. I don't know what to draw, so I'm just doing, like, what's it called? Not anatomy. The... figure drawing or whatever. Boring. Longer legs. Let me give it cat ears. Be a Mikote. Yeah, it's definitely an off night, I agree. It's just a matter of like staying consistent, otherwise it's really easy to become complacent with art. Which is what I've seen like everybody else do. Legs too long. Give him some shoes. Some really weird looking shoes. You can't give him street shoes because his feet are so small. It's like something like this. Oh, there we go. I hate all of it. You can go down. Maybe under the chin. line up those shoulders. And they're kind of going back. This music's so intense. His arm looks too stiff. I'm gonna have more like motion to it. You know, like a cane or something. Horizon's down here somewhere. Yeah, it's just gonna be like right here. I think that was actually fine where it was before. Okay. Get rid of those arms. Get more dynamic shoulders. Stupid human anatomy. Got little dinky arms. Gesture drawing, that's what it is. Welcome. I'm trying to practice gestures, but I'm on a super off night, so it's really awkward. But I guess practice is practice when it comes down to it. Oh, to be an artist. The struggles, the real life struggles. Try and give him some armor or something. Welcome back. Your banner. What banner? An outfit this guy. Where'd the sword? There you go. Cool. not just going to be that belt. I'm going to put stuff on it, but I need to know the shape of this body. I'm gonna give him those little pieces of armor that every like space outfit has these days. Oops, that's why I did this. There we go. I guess you wouldn't want rooms so your neck wouldn't snap under like severe pressure. No, it looks like a hoodie. It's supposed to be like an airlock. Designing something new. I would like to do existing characters, but what I was saying earlier is it's a really off night for me. It was really cold today, so the whole day I was spent like trying to warm up, and then I ended up falling asleep for far too long. So now I'm like trying to wake up, but also get some art done and practice done. So this is just like, it was just gonna be like a night, but I'm gonna see if I can combine the idea of like space astronaut suit with like knight's armor, but now it's looking like a combination of like sci-fi cyborg shenanigans. Actually, that gives me an idea for a character that I used to have, which was a cyborg ninja sorcerer. So maybe I'll do something like that. I don't like it when it comes down like that. When it's like big suit like this. No, don't want those shoulders. I'll just have to have a big old cape. Give him corner shoulders like this. Make him edgier. I do like Warframe's designs. They're very like alien and sleek at the same time, which I think is really cool. I don't like that. His muscles are supposed to wrap around. Pull out a little bit more. This one a little bit smaller. This one's slimmer. The like boner chassis that's in every Warframe. Yeah, no, I definitely think it is best to have an idea in your head, because one of the things I struggled with lately, or not lately, just in general, but I realized what it was, is going into a piece and not knowing what like not having some form of vision in mind of what I want. And it is fun to do off the cuff, but I think for like streaming in particular, it's not too smart, because you spend too much time not doing anything but like reworking over and over again until you find something you like, which is what's happening here. But what's it called? Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's dangerous, I guess. And it's a problem that I've had before because I normally try and like quote unquote feel the way through the piece. I want some like tubes. This comes up and over like that. We have these like tubes that come out of here. Or maybe they'll go up his back like this. I don't know, I guess when it comes to art there's no like correct decision. Now it looks like he's got like a pool thing. Maybe they should be smaller. Like an inner tube from a pool. But why are they around his like pelvis? Maybe it's like a bathroom thing. I just want tubes coming out of him somewhere. Throw like a dragon over here or something. Like this. Yeah, I completely agree. Tonight is definitely artist's block. I was working on some pieces the last few weeks, like one piece a week, and I always get close to the end and never finish it. And then at a certain point, you just get bored, like of working on the same thing, and it's stressful to know like, oh, I'm gonna put a few hours into this, like 3 or 4, and then it still won't be done. And it's like, well, when do you call it quits or move on? I don't know. There's so many decisions you have to make. Oh, this is kind of neat. Meld the idea of like wizard robe and metal. And have these pieces connect to this plate. Do it on top though, so it has more going on than just the middle part. Oops. Let me have this part come out a little bit more. It doesn't make much sense, but I can have like the tubes going around the front or something. We'll play with that idea for a bit and see where the silhouette goes. How heavy are these tubes? Yeah, my one of my really good friends, she always says like, "Oh, if you get artist block, just draw the ugliest pug you can imagine, and you know, like make it really gross looking and just disgusting, and then it kind of frees you up because you're just playing with the idea of like disgust, I guess. I don't know. I think it's kind of smart." Give him a cane. Goes in front. I'm just gonna meld all this together. Oh, that looks neat without this middle piece. Where is his body? Anything smaller. I should also start using more, what's it called? Values, for one, is like a big one that I need to practice more with, as well as, not values, thumbnails. Because thumbnails are like, since they're so fast to make, it doesn't really give you time to think. And you'll come up with just stuff that you can play off of really quickly. Every time I think I'm taking a step forward, I realize there's more to learn, but I guess that's just like one of the things that show that you're improving. Where's the weight of this at? So his hand's gonna be like right here. Maybe the sleeve isn't that long. It's at an angle. I'll have his hand out more. Give more corners to his fingers to make it look more like tense. Some like interesting wisp kind of spell or whatever he's casting. Have it travel behind him. One part will be in front, the other behind. Yeah. Yeah, you draw them as like basic as possible. I know exactly what you mean. I have to do a little bit of detailing even when I do like silhouette work just because I get bored and I have to keep myself entertained or else I won't like the piece at all. There we go. So I jump back and forth between the detail and not detailing. There we go. different way in. There we go. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I love making spell effects and stuff, like drawing these weird images of what could be like some kind of spell. But they never looked like too good. But it is fun to practice. I want to keep that like spherical design in there somehow. I'll have this spiral down more. Like this. Might as well give them some wings. Everybody needs wings. Now here are the ones. I like all game genres. What I don't like are bad games. I love playing Destiny 2, but I hate Destiny and Destiny 2. No. Yeah. There are plenty of games that I enjoy. Overwatch can be fun. I'll be right back. I use the restroom. I've returned. Fighting games are really fun. I'm really bad at Street Fighter, but I loved Killer Instinct. I love the characters and like the design of that, like the whole Monster Mash kind of deal. I always thought that was really fun. Super Smash Brothers obviously is like one for everyone to get into. Yeah, Smash 5 should be really good. I feel bad for the designer though. I guess he really didn't want to make anymore after Melee, and he doesn't want to give the project to anyone else because for one, he gets paid a ton to do it, and two, he what's it called? He's kind of doing the same thing over and over again. He's just like refining what he's already done, so he's not doing anything new. And if you think about it, he's the one who pioneered that whole system, which is Super Smash Brothers, by being innovative and creating something new that he loved. And he did love that project, but by forcing him to continue it, he's losing like that passion of game design. So he's being forced to no longer innovate. Well, I guess he can still innovate with some stuff in it, but not as a whole. So it's kind of ruining his abilities as a designer, because once you put those bars up, it's hard to get past them, because you're always going to think in terms of those, like, that perspective that you've been forced to practice over and over again. So either way, I guess it's like pretty good practice to make, like, refine and work on that, but at the same time he might be incapable of creating something like new and original and fresh like he did originally with creating Super Smash Brothers. So we'll have to see. But yeah, with 5, hopefully it's kind of fresh and new. Because as much as I love Super Smash Brothers, I didn't care too much for the last one, or the one on the... Was it the one on the Wii that was the last one? Because it was Brawl, which was alright. Like, Brawl was kind of neat, I guess. But Melee was like really cool. Brawl was like just a refined version of that, and then the one on the Wii U was a more refined version of that. So we're kind of getting into the pigeonhole of like the same thing over and over again. Give me those tight cheekbones. There you go. Excellent. Always, excuse me. At this point in kind of like playing games for so long, I more look at the designers and what company they work for and what games they've been able to make and what games they're going to continue to make, because it's no longer an age of like pioneer what's the next cool amazing thing that we can make that we would love to make. It's what sells right now that we can guaranteed make money off of. So you're no longer able to create Final Fantasy Tactics or Final Fantasy VII or what's another really big title that like revolutionized the way we perceive games in general, or RPGs, etc., etc. Because we're never allowed to have that kind of freedom. Even like as much as everybody loves Zelda Breath of the Wild, it is a breath of fresh air in terms of Zelda, but it's no real difference than Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. It is that whole like open world kind of system that everybody's doing right now because we know it sells, but they weren't able to be like, what would be the next best step in the Zelda series to kind of innovate and redesign what everybody knows and loves. So it's hard to make these decisions because it's like games are super expensive to make with all the new technology and graphics and like photo rendering, etc., etc. I almost wish they could charge more for it or figure out a way that's like fair to charge more, like upwards of maybe $120 per game. I don't know what the system would have to be, but something that allows creative freedom. I love indie games, and that's the problem, is like indie devs, they make these like incredible games, but you still kind of want something more immersive and like AAA. Like the last really big I think like innovation to the game industry would be Respawn Entertainment doing Titanfall, and it's because they've taken something that's worked and has been popular, which is FPSs, and they've kind of flipped it upside down and like, what can we do to make this literally next gen? What is the next step in all this? And it's basically making you like do whatever you want in this crazy world with like all this stuff happening at the same time. It's awesome. And they also, in terms of PvP, they made it so like, oh, you're bad at FPSs. Well, because I'm definitely bad at FPSs. I do not play those. But they made it so there's like stuff to kill on the map that aren't players. So even if you're doing bad, you can just kill these things, like the NPCs, the little robots or whatever. Or you can just take out the Titans if you want, and then players can fight players, etc., etc. And it just gives more to do. So there's a lot of decisions that went into it that actually ended up working. Oh, a big like open mouth. Yeah, like Undertale's one that I need to get around to playing. I keep promising my viewers that I'll play, and I keep not having the time to. Maybe that's something I'll do tonight. I don't know. Make a video of it. I was streaming Final Fantasy 12, which is pretty fun. I don't know. I gotta put more time into that game. again, any game that I would recommend, the last game that I like dearly fell in love with was Dragon's Dogma, and that was quite some time ago. That's back on like, what is that, Xbox 360? That's like a gen and a half ago. That's one that I absolutely adore, and I've played multiple, like 3 or 4 times through it, all the way up, like through everything. That was my Skyrim, because I never really got into Skyrim, sadly, because everybody loves that game, and I wish I did too. Let's see. What other games are there? Undertale obviously is a big one that everybody loves. Terraria, that game I could just play over and over again and still enjoy. Minecraft is really fun too, but if you haven't played it already, I don't know what to tell you. I think it's pretty typical what games are recommended. I think everybody tends to enjoy the same ones. I used to love MMORPGs, but now they're all like pretty redundant, and they're not really trying to do anything new or different. They're kind of just trying to soak up the money while they still can. Well, this guy to have like weird smoke coming out of his mouth. There we go. Oh, it's lagging. What about you? Are there any games you would recommend or enjoy? You said you like fighting. What's your favorite fighting game? Because I'm down to, with Christmas coming up especially, purchase one and do like maybe a playthrough. That's something fun. Obviously would have to be something on like Steam or PS4, because I don't have a capture card for older consoles, which is becoming less and less relevant now because the newer consoles have like capture cards built into them, I guess, for streaming. Gotta think about it. The problem is it's hard to do RPG playthroughs without pretending to be enthusiastic, because normally RPGs are like very slow-paced, like subtle energy games. You don't really get like too excited while playing an RPG unless it's like a thick part of the story that you're like, oh my gosh, the story's so good. I bought Persona 3 or Persona 5? Persona 4. 5? I'm gonna look it up. Persona 5. Persona 5. But I guess you can't stream it, or you get like copywritten or something. Oh, Shadow of the Colossus is really good. I'm worried about the remake of that, or the HD remake of it. because I don't think it'll have the same effect as the older console. Yeah, I heard Street Fighter V. There was like one Street Fighter that came out that was absolute perfection, and then after that they haven't kind of redone that same kind of perfection of it. Yeah, Injustice 2. I was actually looking into getting that just because it's pretty cool. Some DC, I like some DC heroes. I'm not a huge like comic book fan, but there are definitely some DC heroes that I think I would like to play. Like Green Lantern's pretty awesome. I think he's a pretty cool character. Same with the Flash. Superman might be cool. Supergirl's pretty cool, and you can play as I think like a Raven and Stargirl or whatever her name is from Teen Titans, and that seems pretty sweet because I thought they were pretty cool characters. Oh, that's awesome. Turtle power. Where's my wispy news? There it is. Big old mouth monster. He's dangerous. Thanks. Future design can be fun just because it's like whatever you draw kind of works. This monster brought to you by the letter G. G. Dang, I need to take some Tylenol. Alright, I think that's it for tonight. I want to go like 10 more minutes, but my headache is getting a little more intense. So I'm going to take some Tylenol and rest my eyes. Thanks for watching. It was good practice, that's for sure. It got me to loosen up and get into the idea of, I guess, like practicing more perspective and weird squiggly lines and stuff. Bigger shapes. What have you? Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great night. That was pretty great. Yeah, okay.